Hello, everyone. Before we get into the live chat today, I just want to point out that if you happen to be one of the Euros or over in South Africa and you're subscribed to my channel, I'm sorry, but I only have so many time slots that I can fill. I'm only one person, but you're probably watching the replay if you are watching this, and if you are, thank you for doing so. Make sure that you leave a comment down below. If you are not in one of the time zones where Europe or Africa is at, and you're missing the live chats, make sure that you hit the subscribe button. And if you are a subscriber and you're still not getting notifications that I am going live, please double check what your setting is on the bell. Right next to the subscribe button, there is a little bell, and you either have to hit it once or twice to make sure that you get notifications of all of the videos that are uploaded onto my channel. If you leave it at some, then YouTube doesn't think that you're very serious about wanting to know whenever I upload, and these live chats count as an upload. So now that that's out of the way, hi everybody! Happy Tuesday. Let's see who all we have in the chat. Woo, there's lots of people in the chat. Kim Scullen over in Australia was first. And then there's Freaky Geek. Hi, Freaky Geek. Joanne, Rebecca, Michelle, Leanne, Kim Nelson, Christy, Jillian, Leslie's there, Sally, Lego Bob, Stacy, Claire, Marilyn, Hither and Thee from Colorado, nice. Tina. Emma's here from Pip and Poppycock. Now that I've seen Emma from Pip and Poppycock, it dinged in my head. So there are a couple of us that are crocheters or knitters that do live broadcasts like this. And I know that a lot of you know, but if you don't, down in the description box below, I have placed the schedule. I go for my time zones, not for Australia. On Tuesday evenings at 8 p.m. Eastern Time is when I broadcast. That's what I'm broadcasting right now. Then on Wednesday evenings for me at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Fiberific from Australia goes live on her channel every week. And then on Sundays on Pip and Poppycock's channel, she goes live at 3 p.m. Eastern Time over there on her channel. Bob Wilson also does lives, but I don't think that she is back to doing her lives yet since she's been back from her vacation. She's an Australian, and unfortunately she does it at a time for them that is very out of my time zone. I think it's like something crazy like 3 o'clock in the morning or something like that for me. So I can't ever attend those, but I know that she is a crocheter and she does live versions as well. And as soon as I find out her schedule, I'll add it into the live stream crowd down below in the description box. Pip and Poppycock said, thanks for the shout out. Of course, that's how it works. You got to spread all of the love around to make sure that everybody's getting copious amounts of chitter chatter time on the YouTube. Let's see, who else? There was Pip and Poppycock. Kim Scullen is throwing mice at her laptop screen. The craziness has already started. Let me see if I missed anybody. There's Sandra. Hello, Sandra and Edna. And, gosh, Stephanie Estrada from New Mexico. I saw your entry in the giveaway. You're the only other person from New Mexico. That's where I am at currently, so it stuck out to me. Let's see. Just looking at the chat. Bob Wilson, apparently, Sally says that Bob Wilson does it at the same time as Chantel, which would make it 8 p.m. Eastern Time. What day does Bob Wilson normally go live? You see, no, Kim, I actually can't deliver that because she lives 4 hours away from me. I will still be mailing that one to her if she wins. Hello, Raquel. Hello, Monica. Welcome to the chat. Kim said, so 5 hours earlier, which means 5 a.m. Monday for the East Coasters. Well, okay, so it's Mondays. Bob Wilson does her live chats on Mondays. So Mondays, is she back to broadcasting? Okay, so she does it on Mondays. This is crazy trying to figure out these days because the Australians and the New Zealanders, they're a day ahead of us. So apparently it would be Sunday evening for us at 8 p.m. Eastern time is when Bob Wilson goes live. So I will update that information. And she did it on Sunday, so she is back broadcasting. So I will make sure that I will add a link to her YouTube channel down in the description box below. If you're watching the replay, you will see it. If you're live right now, you will not see it because I can't change it while I am doing it. Hello, Ida. Freaky lives on Earth and wants to know if that helps. Yes, yes, that helps. Michelle said, how are you? I am well. Thank you for asking. For those of you who don't know, we had a death in our family here. Catherine's father passed away this weekend, so I was away this weekend, and Michelle was very generous, and she said that she would help moderate the It's Crochet O'Clock Facebook group while I was away just to help out Maxine in case there were any incoming memberships. So thank you, Michelle. I appreciate you stepping up, and you and Maxine did a very, very good job. And thank you, Leslie, for everything that you do for me. I love my moderating crew. They're awesome. Let's see. Kim said someone needs to make an international calendar with all of the live times. As far as I know, we're the only ones that actually have a full-on schedule. If there are other YouTubers that have a schedule of when they go live and, you know, they do it frequently on schedule when they're supposed to, you guys can let me know on Facebook, or you can send me an email and let me know, and I don't have a problem putting up a calendar for that at all. I can do that. Chantel from Fiberific is here. Fiberific! I know you guys, a bunch of you guys only come here to watch me crochet, but I am so excited for my friend. Chantel is Fiberific. I was just talking about her. She goes live tomorrow. She just hit 2,000 subscribers. 2,000 subscribers on her YouTube channel, and that was a big deal. We've been waiting for weeks for that to happen, so congratulations, my friend. I am so, so happy for you. I've been checking and I've been checking, but like I said, I was out of town and I wasn't paying attention to my phone at all, but I was stalking your page previously, and I just had a free moment today to go and look. I went, oh, I haven't looked to see if Chantel hit 2,000 yet. So I went to your YouTube channel and I saw it, and I was so happy for it. But, you know, you guys, my monthly giveaway is going to be a little bit later on, but Chantel has promised that we will do a big 2,000 subscribers thing, and that she's going to do a giveaway. Now, I don't know if she's going to do it tomorrow or not, but I'm just saying, you don't want to miss the chat tomorrow. I'm just saying. Debbie from Brisbane just logged in. Woohoo. Freaky Geek, if you will get that information to me in Facebook, because I won't be able to keep that, or Michelle or Leslie, whoever it is that wants to get that information to me, that would be great, because I can then go to their channels and I'll make a schedule for it. I don't mind doing that at all. And Chantel just said that, ooh, she does have secret plans. She has secret plans. That's going to be exciting. I'm so happy for her. Linda Powell from Missouri. Hello, hello, hello. So is Desiree here? Is she here in the chat? because I would hate to review this yarn, and she was the one that started us on the topic for it in the Facebook group. Well, we were talking in the Facebook group about different fibers. Her brother is having his very first ever child, so she was very super excited about that, and she was wanting to do something in cotton, and you guys know that I'm not a fan of cotton. And especially when it comes to things like baby blankets and all that, and this is just my personal opinion. I know that there's lots of people that love cotton. You know, it should be blocked, and you have to hand wash natural fibers, and you can't throw them in the dryer. And I just think that acrylic is so much better. It's easier for new moms because they're dealing with getting thrown up on all of the other bodily functions that happen. They're sleep deprived. The last thing a new mom wants to think about is, oh God, I have to hand wash the vomit out of this blanket, and then I have to lay it out flat to dry. I just personally, for me, I never want to, I don't want to create a hardship for new moms. So that's why I always tend to go towards acrylic. But there's other people, you know, I have a lot of friends who crochet in nothing but cotton. I also don't like the feel of cotton in my hands. So through that conversation, you know, the other thing that came up, because her brother does live in the Virgin Islands, and it's very, very hot there all the time. It's a very tropical climate. So acrylic is probably not going to be the best in that situation because it can get very hot. Babies' temperatures run warm anyways, and you don't want them to suffocate themselves in something that is acrylic. So another thing that she suggested, because she wants something super, super soft, was bamboo. Or Maxine suggested that to Desiree, bamboo. And Vinnie's Colours, as soon as somebody says something about bamboo yarn, let me switch over the view here so you guys can see it larger. Vinnie's Colours is hands down, and I've had a lot of bamboo yarns sent to me, but Vinnie's Colours is the softest yarn. I cannot express the softest yarn, and I have a link in the description box below. Super excited about it because it's been so hard for us in the United States to get Vinnie's Colours because there was only one distributor of it in the United States. It was a company called Be Sweet, and they were crazy expensive. This ball of yarn is 35 Rand in South Africa, and that equates to about $2.43 USD. It was sold for like $18 at Be Sweet. Even if you take the taxes that it costs to get this into the US, because there's like 53% tax on this because it's a natural fiber. I mean, the taxes, the shipping out of South Africa is astronomical, the shipping prices out of South Africa. And then you have to put the markup for the company to be able to make some money. Even if you do that, I still would not purchase Vinnie's yarns from Be Sweet because I thought that they were just ripping people off. So I was very lucky in that I have Maxine, who lives in New Zealand, but she travels to South Africa all the time to see her mom. So Maxine would get me Vinnie's Colours, and then she would send it to me. So it worked out cheaper for me, but this is seriously, guys, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the sheen on it to pop up properly, but it just has this beautiful, beautiful sheen to it. Let me see if I can get it up to the screen there. The lighting just isn't all that great. It's 100% bamboo. It's hand dyed, and the squish that it is just, it's just, I cannot express. Let me see if I can get the sheen. Maybe in one of those two cameras, you'll be able to see it. Oh, that one camera. Oh, let me see over here. Sorry, I have a delay. I should be looking at a different screen. The lights are blowing this out. But this is a project that I've started for my kid. It's a halter top. And I have worked this in Serena. And it's, oh, you guys, seriously. Like, it's just beautiful. But there is a link for Love Crochet. Love Crochet and Love Knitting picked up 2 lines from Vinnie's Colors. They have Serena and they have one of the other ones. I want to say that it's Bambi, and I think that that one is a 50-50 cotton bamboo blend. I think that that's the other one. But the link in the description box goes directly to the Serena with Love Crochet, and it's $12. Now, it is still pricey for most of us. It's still pricey. There is, let's see, 50 grams, 111 meters here. It's 4 ply. So it is quite, it's a thinner yarn. I would say that it's thinner than DK, but not as thin as fingering weight yarn. And the other thing that I like about Vinnie's is all of this yarn, it's hand dyed, so you can see that there is a variance in the color. I'm sure Chantel can correct me with what the right term is, but it's all the same color, but it's all different shades of that color because it's hand dyed, and it's all balled, hand balled by women who are impoverished in South Africa. So she gives work to people there in South Africa, and I just think that that's just awesome. Let me look at chat and see if I missed any questions. Let me see. Going back up here. Gosh, you guys are just chatty tonight, Lord. Okay. Let me see. Freaky said that they see a rat head just underneath that ball. You're a fipper. Let me see. Tina said, I'm all about acrylic yarn because nobody ever remembers the care instructions and they'd ruin it. That's my problem too. You know, like I'm worried that I'm going to spend all of this time dedicating to this project and then, you know, it'll just get ruined, and then they'll think that I made a poor quality item because I just hate giving care instructions to people going, okay, you can only hand wash this. Kim says, my only thing with cotton is that it doesn't have memory, so if you make beanies, they stretch when you wear them, and they will stay stretched until they are washed. That's very true. Freaky said, I'm odd. I can work with cotton wool, but can't stand the touch of a cotton ball. Well, we knew that you were a bit odd, but we love you anyways. Fiberific said, I honestly don't think all cottons are equal. We get a really nice one here from Bendigo Woolen Mills, and I toss my blankets in the washer and dryer, and they are all good. I think that you are correct. Not all cotton is created equally. I'm waiting for a shipment to come to me from a brand in South Africa, who I have heard tales that it is just the softest yarn that you will ever touch, and it's 100% organic cotton. And I'm super excited about it because this brand, the woman that is behind the brand, she's very eco-conscious, and it's farmed in South Africa, and she visits the farm frequently, and they don't use any pesticides or anything like that in any of their farming. So when she says that it's organic, she really means it, and all of her products are organic, and she's trying to do her best to help keep our earth going the way that it needs to go for future generations. But I agree with you, Chantel. Not all cotton is created equally. Let me see. Kirby said, why don't they make little cloth labels for knitted stuff? I saw in a group that somebody was talking about they had labels, and I think they said that they got them from Etsy, that that you could sew on. They were little leather labels that you could sew on that said that you could only hand wash it and lay flat to dry, or something like that. And that is what they said that they put on all of their natural fiber gifts that they gave away. Raquel said, I've never been a fan of cotton, but I am loving the Lion brand comfy cotton. I've never touched that, but the next time I am in a place that has it, I will do my best to remember to try it. Leanne said, these YouTube ladies have tight lips. We have tight lips. We're keeping secrets. Did I miss somebody talking about secrets? Leanne is all about the secret. She can't handle it. Kirby said, I love how bamboo yarn feels. I love this. If you love bamboo yarn and you have never tried Vinnie's Colors, you have to. I know that we had a conversation in a live chat a couple weeks ago. I forget when it was, when we were in your live chat, but I know that you're on a budget. But if anything happens and you get to where you have a couple extra bucks and you can order some of this from lovecrochet.com, I highly suggest it. Really, I highly suggest it. Kim said, I was going to weave during the chat today, but my laptop is too far away when I'm sitting with the loom on my lap. Aw, bless your heart. Linda said, a question. Is anyone else having trouble with Simply Soft splitting when crocheting? Okay. So I filmed today while, you know, my house was empty because people were out dealing with things and they didn't need me to go and deal with them for arrangements. So I took the opportunity and I filmed. And one of the things that I talk about in one of the films that's coming up is there's no such thing as splitty yarn. I said it. There's no such thing as splitty yarn. There is only tools. You just need to switch your tools. I'm a firm believer in this, and the analogy that I use in that video is pasta. When you are making spaghetti, you normally make it in a pan or a pot that is deep, that can place a lot of water in it, hold all of the spaghetti, an entire bag or an entire box of spaghetti, and that's how you boil it. And somebody's ringing my doorbell because everybody's been coming to my house, so I apologize for that, guys. It might happen a couple more times, but everybody's still bringing over food and all of that good stuff. So anywho, back to pasta. You know, normally you cook pasta in a pot. That's what normal people do, but you can cook pasta in a skillet. You can. It won't be easy. It's not the most effective way to do it. You can't cook as much in a skillet, but you could absolutely, if you had to, you could cook pasta in a skillet. It's the same thing with yarn splitting. If your yarn is splitting, then you need to switch hooks, because there's a reason that they make tapered hooks. There's a reason that they make inline hooks. Also, all of us crochet differently. I don't care if you were all raised in crochet by the same nuns and all of you hold your yarn in this, or hold your hook in the same specific way. Your tension hand is held in the same exact way. We all still twist our wrists differently. So you just need to switch up your tools. If you're having issues and your hook is catching on your yarn, simply switch your tool. That's why it's so important to have many different versions of hooks in your arsenal. I said it. There's no such thing as splitty yarn. Let's see. Talking about people and all of the yarns. I haven't gotten down to your comments yet about no splitty yarn because I'm still going through all of the old comments. Freaky Geek said, many of the yarns you ladies talk about I've never seen. That's the power of the internet, and that's why we have our tribe, and that's why we have our community, and that's why I love that, you know, I'm in the US and Pippin Poppycock is in the US, but she's from the UK, so she's been exposed to more European yarns over there. And then we have Chantel and we have Bob Wilson, who are over on Australia, and we have Maxine, who's in New Zealand. Like, there's just I've learned about so many yarns. I learned about Vinnie's Colours from Maxine via New Zealand, via South Africa. It's a great thing. Let's see, Fiberific said we totally need a Brisbane Gold Coast meetup. Yes, we do. We honest to goodness do. And I need like $2,500 extra so I can fly over there, because that's how much it costs for me to fly to you. Freaky said, is that white or pink? It is actually pink, but the lights are blowing it out. I'm sorry. It's baby pink. It's a beautiful pink. Does bamboo stand up to the heat like cotton? I don't know. I would imagine not, because while this is... No. I take that back. No, it does not stand up to the heat the way that cotton does. And the reason that it doesn't is because this type of bamboo yarn is viscose. And if you watched my video on rayon and viscose, it's produced in the same manner. So while they get the cellulose, they break the cellulose out of the bamboo. They transform it so much during the process with so many chemicals, that's why it's horrible for the environment, that it's not bamboo anymore. But they call it bamboo because the cellulose came from the bamboo tree. But the process that it goes through, it's synthetic by the time it's done with. There are yarns out there, and there are, when I was going through my research, when I was doing that video, there are yarns out there that are made from honest to goodness, like bamboo. There are people, I think it was in India or Pakistan or something like that, where they literally just sit there with a hammer and they bang and bang and bang and bang and bang and bang and bang, because it's kind of like how celery is. That's how bamboo is. Whenever you bang it down enough, it has those threads going through it, and then they pull all of that out. But it's kind of like, it's very coarse. It's not soft like this, but there is that type of bamboo yarn. But this is a viscose, so no, you can't put heat on it because it'll melt. But Fiberific just said that it's fantastic in heat. It's also naturally wicking, so you can stay dry. I don't know. Let me see. Going up. I just lost my place for some reason. It bounced back down. I have to get up to the last comment I saw. Okay, there we go. Debbie loves Bendigo Woolen Mills cotton. I've heard very good things about Bendigo, and I so want to go and see Bendigo. Let's see. Leanne said, wow, that's pretty. Please hold it up again. I don't know what what exactly it is that you are asking for. Are you asking for to see this? The one side of of the halter top that I'm making? This is it. It's beautiful. Lego Bob says it looks like it has a real sheen on it. It does. It has a beautiful, beautiful sheen to it. Fiberific said semi-solid or tonal. Yes, that's what they're called. Going through. Rebecca said not all acrylics are machine washable. That's very, very true. Let me see. Looking through. Pip and Poppycock said it has to be 4-ply cotton for me. I love the Stylecraft Classique cotton. That is the only cotton that I have ever used that I have enjoyed working with. When Emma, who is Pip and Poppycock, sent me the message and said, I'm getting ready to start designing this shawl. You want to do the tutorials for it? We were talking about it. I was like, yes, of course I do. And then I found out that it was going to be cotton, and I went, Oh, I'm gonna hate this process. And I was dreading it, dreading it, dreading it, dreading it until the package got here and I opened it up and I felt the cotton. That 4-ply cotton from Stylecraft is super soft and I really enjoyed working with it. I was so happy because I was dreading doing those videos because I didn't want to crochet in cotton. Going through. Chantel is doing secret stuffs. Oh yes, she's doing secret stuffs for hitting 2,000. Okay. Hello, BU for you. Welcome to the channel. Sally said the only cotton I've worked with is the Shapey's Whirl. I have one of those. I've never done anything with it, but I have one. Raquel said, hubby is not going to let me hang out with you anymore. You make me spend money. First paint box, and now I want to try this cotton. This is bamboo, but, you know, I mean, what are friends for? Let's see. Lots of people agree with me about there being no splitty yarn. I like to see that. Yay. Andrea is here. Hello. That's okay that you're late. You made it here. That's the important part. Carol Evans, hello. Welcome. It's her first time here. Let me see. Talking about buying bamboo knitting needles. Hello, Kelly. Welcome to the chat. Kim said, awesome, Stephanie, you just justified my hook collection. Seriously, I have a whole drawer. You know, everybody in their kitchen has that drawer of junk, or the drawer that at least my people do. Like whenever you get takeout and there's like the little packages of like soy sauce and duck sauce and ketchup and all of that stuff, it all goes into one drawer. I don't know why, but it just always goes into the one drawer. And then there's always that junk drawer that has all of the odds and ends in it. I have one for hooks. Now I only use one specific type of hooks on the normal, but I do have an entire drawer of hooks that I sometimes have to go to whenever I'm having issues with things not working. Any update on the friendship, Cal? Are you talking about the Friends Around the World, Cal? If you are, then we are still in the process. I think there's 30 squares in total for the Friends Around the World 3 crochet along. So there are still some squares that have gone to the testers that are going back to the designers for small corrections. They're still getting patterns to me to film. And like I said, you know, I was out of town this past weekend because Catherine's father died. And all this week, you know, we're doing plans for the funeral on Saturday. So I won't be filming again until at least Sunday. But, you know, it's still a little whiles away for a little whiles. I can't talk, apparently. It's still a little while away for that crochet along to come, but it's going to be beautiful. I'm so excited about it because they release several squares a week, and you can choose which squares you actually want to make and which ones you don't want to make, and how big your blanket can be, and the border goes with all of the squares, so you can attach all of the squares with the pattern that Deidre, I just learned today that Deidre is the one that's designing the border and the way to attach all of the squares, and you can do it with any number of squares, any number of rows, you know, so excited. It's completely customizable, so no two blankets are going to be the same with this crochet along. I'm really excited to see what everybody decides to do. Tina said, well, I'll get to test your theory soon. I went from tapered to inline hooks for the infinity scarf I'll be making out of Simply Soft. You know, try it. You know, it may help. Andrea said, you don't need justification, Kim. Your collection has helped me out. Yay for crochet buddies that live close to you. I just said the earth is getting smaller with the internet. That is very, very true. You're welcome, Freaky Geek. Kim said it would definitely be, or it would totally be worth the cost of the flight. I agree with you. However, you know, I got a 12-year-old at home, so you know, unless I get a couple more million subscribers to my YouTube channel and everybody starts watching the ads, may not be anytime soon for me to be flying to Australia. I would love it though. Let me see. Oh, the chat just jumped back down. Lord, I hate it when it does that. Hello, Jaja. No, I did not announce the winner for the giveaway yet. Hello, Charlene. I'm seeing all of these people as I'm trying to... Fiberific said, I was thinking heat as in wearing it in hot weather rather than hot pads like a coaster. Okay, because I got a bit phobic there for a second. I went, wait a minute. Is there something that I don't know about here? Like what did I miss here? So going back to that is one reason why it was suggested to Desiree to try out bamboo, because it does breathe like cotton does. It will keep you warm in the winter, but it still breathes, so it'll keep you cooler in the hot weather. And it's also very absorbent, so it will soak up the glistening if you happen to have glistening and you don't want it. You know what I'm talking about? All of that good stuff. But you cannot use most bamboo yarns that you are going to find out commercially that you can purchase. They're all done just like rayon. It's viscose and you can't put heat to it because it'll melt, because they basically took bamboo and turned it into plastic. Very soft plastic, but it's still plastic. Freaky Geek is making fun of hot flashes. Look, don't make fun of the flashes. The flashes are a serious, serious thing. Sally said, I love how in-depth you go into researching things. It saves me doing it. You know, I don't believe in just saying, you know, this is plastic yarn and not telling people why. I don't believe in doing things like that. And I think that if you're going to say something, then you should be educated on it. There's a lot of people that don't. Kelly Cranever says, that's my bag again. That's my bag. That is actually my bag. And I did listen to you, and thank you for your comment. I've had a couple people ask me about an It's Crochet O'Clock bag like that, or t-shirts or things like that for them to wear. So I have looked into getting merch for It's Crochet O'Clock, but I didn't know how well it would do. So I actually do have it all set up. I just need to find the time to sit down and link it to all my website and all of my various social medias and all of that. I found a place where I always try to do things that a budget-friendly person would want to purchase from. I don't want to make tons of money off of you guys, so I found a site where I could do merchandise for It's Crochet O'Clock, where they only screen print it, or they only print it out whenever you guys order it, and I get like pennies. I scaled it all the way down to where it was just the cost for them to do it and for the materials, and I get pennies. And the only reason I'm getting pennies is because I couldn't put it at zero for myself. So I will look into finding time for that probably next week. And I will specifically let you know, Kelly, when that goes up. It won't be that exact bag, and it won't be glittery because my cousin actually handmade that one for me, but it'll be similar to that one. Oh, you guys, if you guys are in Australia and you happen to be around Melbourne, Fiberific, just because we're trying to hit all of the bases in case you didn't happen to hear her talking about it. Fiberific, who is Chantel, she's going to be in Melbourne next Friday for VidCon, and she is doing a lunch meetup with her subscribers there. So if if you are part of her channel, or if you're going over to her channel and you live close to Melbourne, you could have a subscriber meetup with Chantel for lunch while she is at VidCon, hugging my pseudo-Australian husband, hopefully, if she can find him and if she can get to him. Maybe he'll even let her take a picture, and then I can take her face out of it and Photoshop my face on it, so then I could have a picture of me with one of my favorite YouTubers. I'm just saying. Just so you know what's going to happen, Chantel. Leanne said, why do people call me when I'm watching lives? Honestly, I won't hear from people for days, and then bam, 3 calls in a row. I'm telling you, it's the craziest thing. Nobody ever wants to talk to me or have anything to do with me until it's time for me to sit down and film. No joke. As soon as I sit down to film, everybody in the world needs me. It's Murphy's Law. Let's see. Daigo, hi. She just got back from Walmart. Bless your heart. I hate going to Walmart. Bless your heart. Hello, Denise. For those of you who are just coming in, I am way back in the chat because I stopped looking at it while I was talking about Vinnie's Colors. Rebecca said she's going to stay quiet from now on. Why are you going to stay quiet from now on? What happened? Let's see. Kay Still, hello. Sandra said, I'm buying a couple of pencil boxes while in the back to school sales are still on. They make great storage organizers for crochet hooks and such. That's true. And I saw somebody, ooh, who was it? Now I feel bad because my brain is kind of squishy right now. But there was somebody in the Facebook group that took a tackle box and turned a tackle box into her crochet notions box. Let me see. Oh, shoot. It jumped back down again. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Let me see. Leanne said, I have one in every room, one of those drawers. I'm glad my family's not the only one that does. Marilyn said, will you share what is your favorite hook? My favorite hook that I like to use is a Clover Soft Touch. And it just worked because whenever I hold my yarn, or whenever I hold my hook, I hold it like a knife. And I have a very small hand, so a lot of them, they end up poking me right here in my hand, and it makes it uncomfortable for me. So I just like how this one sits in my hand and it works for me. That's my favorite crochet hook. Kim, I have not gotten down to the bottom of chat, the live chat that is going on right now, but I'm almost positive that Kim has probably already said the poopy gold clovers, because that's what the entire crew calls them, is the poopy gold clovers. Because Clover has 2 different hooks. They have an Amour set that is it's a soft touch. The entire handle is a soft touch, and then they have the Clover, or the soft touch proper, and this is a plastic or an acrylic handle, and then it has the little soft touch grip there for your thumb. Lego Bob says, when will it start? I'm not quite certain what you're asking about. When will it start? Fiberific said, I need a Patreon account. Do I really? Do I really? I've had several people tell me that, but they were not in the crochet or the yarny world, and they're like, oh, you need a Patreon. And I'm like, do I really? I'm not a designer, so it's not like normally with Patreon, you know, that you get perks and bonuses for being a patron of a YouTuber, but I don't design patterns. You know, there's nothing that I could give them. I don't think I just don't think that for me it would work. Pip and Poppycock said, I never get ads. You never get ads? Oh no! Something is going kind of wonky with that because Fiberific over the past couple weeks, you know, there was a bunch of us that were not getting any ads on her lives either. So I'm not quite certain what's going on with that. Andrea said, I didn't get an ad today. I got a YouTube survey instead. That's okay. We still get paid for you participating in that survey. Joanne says, does it make a difference if you watch the commercials? So the way that YouTubers make money is by interaction with the ads that are placed in our videos. There's several different types of ads. Normally you have to watch at least 30 seconds. If there's 30 seconds of an ad, you have to watch at least 30 seconds of it to get paid. If it's a smaller ad, then we still get paid for that, but it's a different percentage that we get paid. But yes, please watch the ads. If it's anything over 30 seconds, if it's like a minute and a half long, you don't need to watch the full minute and a half. You can just watch 30 seconds and then click, you know, I think it's next or skip ad or whatever, and we will still get paid for it. We also get paid if you click on an ad. We get paid a different percentage for that, but that's actually how YouTubers make their money, is through the ads that are viewed. If you just skip right over a video as soon as you can after 5 seconds, then we get no payment for it. Kirby said, I think it's fine to wear in hot weather. My bamboo hat is fine. I am sure that it would be fine to wear in hot weather. Tina said, glistening, laugh out loud. I love it. I'm from the South, and we Southern women do not sweat, we glisten. Ida said, I had a couple broken hooks, not fun. Also had a hook that had a burr on the aluminum that was catching my yarn. Oh, that is, and her husband took it to the garage and sanded it down perfectly smooth. Oh, he is your hero. That's never fun. And Kelly said, Southern ladies don't sweat, they glisten. That's right. Freaky said, oh, I know about hot flashes. My mother went through it. It's not fun. Kelly said, there's my bag again, but sure, if you want to send it away. I'm not sending you that one. I was saying that once I get the merchandise up and running sometime next week, I will send you a message and let you know that it's there so you can get your own, but you can't have that one because that one is very special. That one was made for me by my cousin, who I love very much. I'm never getting rid of that one. Tina said, Kelly, sorry, but this southern woman sweats, which is why I stay inside during the hottest part of the day. I sweat too, but I'm never going to admit that. Never. April said, hey, I have to go soon. When will you do the winner? I will do the winner here soon, but you can always, if you're chosen, then I will send you an email, so you will definitely know. If you're not here in the chat, you will definitely know, because I'll be emailing whoever it is that wins. Freaky said, oh wow, I've never had an aluminum hook go western on me, getting a burr. Raquel said, you can never have enough project bags. I mean, that's the way I feel about it. You can never have enough project bags. Freaky said, is that making a project bag or having a bag to hold objects? I guess both. Yeah. I mean, it's special to me. Chantel said, you will need to Photoshop some height in for me too, as I'm only 5'3". Chantel, I am only 5'2". So, no, I will not. Look at Stephanie swoon. I'm telling you, I am so excited. She's probably never, he has almost 1 million subscribers, so she's probably not even going to get close to him because, you know, there will be subscriber fans all around him. I would be fangirling, but if she can get close to him and she happens, because she's actually going there to learn, because that's what YouTubers go to VidCon for, to learn. But, you know, if she happens to get close to him, I will be forever grateful about the situation. Christy said, don't forget to hit the like button. Yes, please make sure that you hit the like button. Kelly said, and here I was thinking you were talking about Thor. God, what a fine example of a perfect male. Thor was very fabulous. Let me see. Going up, up. It scrolled back down on me. I thought that, okay. Debbie's only 5'3". Hello, Deb Rule. Welcome to the chat. Jeanette said, what are you making? I'm not making anything. This is just my example from talking about Vinnie's Colors. Oh, well, technically, I'm sorry. I'm very, very scatterbrained. It's been a rough couple days. This, I am starting a halter top for my kid, because she's like all of this big around and she can wear things like that and I can't. So I'm going to live vicariously through her. I'm going to make her a beautiful halter top. Oh, let's see. Talking about the tackle box. Yes. Leslie said, what is it with you Aussie gals? My dear friend is only 5 foot. Where are all the tall people? Hey, I'm a little too. I am petite. And I'm not Australian. Kim said, I didn't have to say anything. I have you trained. You say it now. You know, I don't naturally say it. I just know that you're in the chat and that you're going to say it, so I'm going to point that out just because I know you. There is no start date yet, Lego Bob. We do not have a start date to announce just yet on it, but we are working on it. Fiberific said, I'll PM you about the Patreon another time. You would be surprised. Okay, we can talk about it. If you have ideas for me, I am all ears. You know that. Leslie says she hasn't been getting ads. Cindy didn't get an ad. Kelly got a short one. How would you feel about chipping in $1 per month via Patreon? I am not kidding when I say that it is the equivalent of you watching 100 videos. That's so true. That is so true. Lord have mercy. I don't even know. I think with my normal CPM, which is cost per milli, I think that mine is right around like $4, maybe $4.50 USD per 1,000 views. And that's on a good day because it fluctuates. It changes day to day of what the cost per milli is depending on what ads are actually displayed on your channel, because companies pay, you know, different rates for ads. So yeah, $1 is actually probably watching more than 100 videos. Oh, Andrea said, I had an ad the other day and it was over 4 minutes long. I know, Andrea, and Chantel was trying to tell you to skip the video because that was crazy. But for future reference, you know that as long as you watch at least 30 seconds of a video, then the YouTuber that you are watching will still get credit for that, and they will still get paid. Leanne said, Stephanie, you could tell the secrets to your Patreon peeps. But then they wouldn't be secrets, you know, they wouldn't be secrets. And I don't like to tell the secrets in case something, you know, happens. Like Emma and I had a plan going on and it was a secret and it accidentally slipped out. But, you know, the plan has changed because we have to go somewhere else at the exact same time, which was the only time that we could do that secret thing. So, you know, things change, so I don't like to tell people secrets unless it's definite that it's going to happen and that it's coming. Oh. Kelly said, can't blame a girl for trying. Oh, Kelly, I'm sorry. Sonia said, you can pay YouTube extra money somehow and get ad-free YouTube. I don't know how my son has it. That's called YouTube Red. And we actually, if you are a YouTube Red subscriber, I think it's like $5 USD a month or something like that, you get 0 ads throughout the entire platform. But we YouTubers still do get a special percentage from that. We actually get paid more for YouTube Red viewers watching our content than subscribers or viewers who aren't YouTube Red. Let's see. I hate it when chat bounces down like that because then I have to scroll up and try to find it. Sally said, winner for what? What did I miss? My monthly giveaway, we're drawing the name for it this evening. Hello, Suzanne. Welcome to the chat. Tina said, him who, I missed something. So Chantel's going to VidCon in Australia, and I have one of my favorite YouTubers. I play The Sims. I'm a gamer. I have played The Sims since the very first ever Sims was a thing, and there is a YouTuber from Australia, and he has a Sims YouTube channel. So, you know, I watch him like every single time he uploads. I stop whatever it is that I'm doing and I go in and watch whatever it is that he's uploaded. And I love him. His name is James Turner. And he's over there, so he'll be going to VidCon and she's going to be going to VidCon. And I'm like, I need you to take a picture with him, Chantel. I need you to break through all of the millions of people that's going to be around him and find him for me. I love him oh so much. Oh, I love him. And he's very easy on the eyes. Very easy on the eyes. And he's funny, which is why I can continue to watch his channel, because he's funny. So I like to listen to him. Kim said, Fiberific, you could print out your photo and make it into a mask and wear the mask if she manages to get... Oh my gosh! And Chantel is crazy enough to do that for me. That would be so cool. Wow. I should have like crocheted a Stephanie doll and sent it to her. Hi, will you please hold this doll for me and let me take a picture of it? He'd have been like, okay, crazy lady. Oh no. Chantel said that there are no snacks in her house. I don't know how you let that happen to yourself, woman. My sons and daughter are so tall, height skipped. Oh, it just jumped. It just jumped. Lord. Leanne said, my sons and daughter are so tall, height skipped a generation in my family hall. Ooh, somebody's talked about minute work. I love minute work. Let me see. Daigo is back. Welcome back. Kelly said, I didn't know that I could steal my kids' login info. Well, you would have to tell us who you were. Kim Nelson said, I get 0 ads because I am in YouTube Premium. Maybe that's the same as Red. Yes, it is. And then Fiberific said, for an extra couple of bucks a month, you can turn the individual YouTube Red Premium account into a family account where you can link in 5 or 6 accounts. I did not know that. And YouTube Red has been rebranded to Premium. Okay, YouTube, changing things. They're always changing things. Have mercy. Andrea said that she saw a photo of my James Turner the other day, and he's pretty cute. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's cute as a button. I love him to pieces. I would be that crazy person. Like, I wouldn't be able to... I'd probably cry. I'd be like a little teenager. It's crazy to be like, oh my god, I flew across the world, and I got to meet you, and I'm so excited, and can I take a picture with you? Yeah, that would be me. Let me see. Oh, Chantel said she will not be wearing a Stephanie mask. You wouldn't even put on a Stephanie mask to take the picture? Tina said, I understand that. Gerard Butler is my future baby daddy. I need someone to kidnap him for me. Hello, Nancy. Whew. Let's see. Leanne said, we learned so much here. You don't want to know what I thought Red YouTube was. Oh, Leanne, bless your heart. Oh, honey. Lindsay said, I watch YouTube through Roku all the time, 9 or even 36-minute ads happen all the time, so glad skipping after 30 seconds is okay. 36 minutes? Wow. Holy cow. That's crazy. And Leslie said, oh, he's the Sim Supply. I watch those. Yes, he's the Sim Supply. I love him so much. I really do. I love him to pieces. I love James Turner. Uber fan. Hello, Marianne. James responded to one of my comments on one of his videos because I was like, come on, James, you're killing me. Will you just do this? And he actually responded back to my comment, and I sat over here like I literally squeaked out loud. I was like, he responded. Like I was that person. Oh, no worries, Marianne. We've just been, you know, discussing all kinds of things as per normal. I just said a 36-minute ad would actually be called an infomercial. You are right. That's no joke. Hello, Sylvia. Welcome to the chat. Oh, see, that's the reason why Leslie and I are like, we are there, because she's a gamer like I am. And Chantel said, oh, I definitely squeak when someone I admire replies. Yeah, that's so true. I'm like, oh my God, they paid attention to me. They saw me. They saw me. It's crazy. That's exactly how I was. Okay, so we're at the midpoint going through here. So I'm just going to lay down this yarn here. This is the yarn that I am giving away this month without my hair in it. I know I'm not the only person that happens to, but I still hate it when it happens. So these hanks of yarn, the color does not come up well through these cameras, because this right here is Blam Meow green. This is Wow lime green. This right here is a beautiful olive color. This right here is a khaki color. If you didn't watch the video, I actually took a picture of it and I inserted it into the video, so hoping that you could see the colors a little bit better. But this is what's going out. The colorway is called Prickly Pear. It is 100% superwash merino wool. It's in a DK weight, and it's 236 yards or 250 meters, 100 grams. And you will get both of them. So what I'm going to do is for 10 more minutes, if you have not gone to itscrochetoclock.com and put in your information into the survey, you will need the code 2224 to enter it into the survey. I will leave it open for 10 more minutes. My clock says 7:04 right now, so it's 7:14. We will do the drawing to see who wins the yarn for this month, and then I will mail it to you. Sonia said, love listening to everyone, but I got to go. Got to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Good night, Sonia. Thank you for hanging out with us. Kim, you have to go to the website. Didn't you? I think you already put your name in the hat. I think you went to the website. Hello, Heather from England. Holy cow, it's late for you. What are you doing up so late? It's like 3 o'clock in the morning for you, isn't it? Ida said, just for your information, during captioning, I had a hard time figuring out how to type Blamwow. It's B-L-A-M-Y-O-U. Blammeow. Thank you, Michelle. Michelle's put the link into chat. Make sure that you right-click on it or long hold if you are on mobile, because if you just click on it, then it will direct you away from the video. And we don't want you to leave. We want you to come back. Let's see. Sally TMI. Oh, Freaky! Gosh, you always get all of us at least once. Linda said, I love the colors. I am allergic to wool. I get sores on my hands just trying to work with it, so no wool for me. Aw, I'm so sorry. There's a lot of people that is allergic to wool. A lot of people. And that's the only downside to Knit Crate, I think, because these yarns actually came from Knit Crate. I'm giving them away because I don't like this color. And because I don't like this color, I will not enjoy working with it. So, but it's like the only downside to Knit Crate because I think this is my 6th box that I've gotten from them. Maybe my 5th box that I've gotten from him, but every blend that I've gotten from them has been a wool blend of some sort, so it would not be a good subscription service for you. But I do have a friend who happens to run the Mystery Lace Club, and she does all kinds of different blends in her boxes. I'm not saying that she doesn't have any wool in her boxes, but she does do a wide variety of blends in her boxes, so you should check out the Mystery Lace Club. Heather said it's 2 a.m. and I'm trying to teach myself to knit and I got carried away with the time, so I'm going to stay now that I know that you're on. Yay, I'm glad you're here because you don't ever get to catch the lives because it's so late for you. Susan said, aside from acrylic, what else can be substituted for wool? Well, there's all kinds of things. I mean, and anything can be. Wool is just one of the many different things that's spun into yarn. So there's all kinds of things. Hello, Jackie, who is late to the party from California. Hello. I know my stream kind of starts like right when everybody's getting off work on the West Coast, so it's okay that you're late. You've still got plenty of time here left with us. And Freaky Geek says plastic bags can be spun and it's called plarn. That's very, very true. Kim said, I think that people see acrylic as cheap and wool as premium, hence most of the subscriber boxes are wool because they want to be seen as having premium. I completely agree with you, but you know what? Like, I'm just going to hold this up. Can y'all see that? I filmed the review for it today. I filmed the review for this today. That yarn is 80% synthetic fiber and 20% merino wool. And the price for it is just crazy, astronomical. I mean, just throw a little bit of wool in it and all of a sudden it's fancier. What kind of sense does that make? Ugh, I can't. I really can't. I don't even know what they were thinking. I seriously don't know what they were thinking. And Marianne, you know, there's, I think that there's different levels to that. I wouldn't call myself a yarn snob, but I would definitely say that I'm quite bougie when it comes to the yarn that I will use. I don't like to use, like Red Heart Super Saver unless I'm forced to use it, or if I really need it, like I'm making the normal project that I work on here with you guys. I'm making it in Red Heart Super Saver, but the only reason that I am doing that is because my grandmother, until the day she died, had Afghans on her couch that were given to her when she was married, and they were made out of Red Heart, and it's going to a 2-year-old child, so I want to make sure that it's sturdy. And it's also a lot cheaper than the normal acrylic that I use. But if I could choose what I would crochet in all the time, it would be paint box acrylic. Hands down, no questions asked about it, it would be paint box acrylic. Oh, let me see. Freaky said, I'm a poor snob. We all are, honey. I don't think any of us have like astronomical amounts of money hanging around here. Leslie said, I want to spin celery strands. Ugh. Yeah, it would get kind of damp. But you know, whenever they're taking the bamboo and they're beating it down the way that I told you that they do, it's still moist because, you know, there's still all of the fibers and or the moisture that's within the bamboo. So they do dry it. They go through their entire process whenever they're spinning that yarn, but I guess you could do it. I mean, look, you can make yarn out of anything, y'all. Oh, let's see. I have to scroll up a little bit. Kim said, I think that's expensive because it's curated colorways and a pretty braid presentation. You know, I talked about this in my review, but I realized that, you know, Pantone, the system of Pantone itself is copywritten and it's trademarked and all of that good stuff. So Yarnspirations did have to pay Pantone to be able to use their name and to be able to use their colors on their branding. Well, the color names on their branding. So there was that cost involved in it. The other issue is the tariffs coming into the U.S. And I'm not talking about the recent tariff changes coming into the U.S., but it's made in China and it got shipped here, and I'm sure it got shipped here way before any of the more recent stuff. But a lot of people don't realize that coming into the U.S., if it is a natural fiber, wool, cotton, anything like that is a natural fiber, it's like a 53% tax on it just to get it off the boat and leave it in the United States. Before anything else, you have to put that on top of it. And then they have to do their markup where they can make money. And then on top of that, they are giving it to Michaels because it's exclusive to Michaels stores right now. And then Michaels has to mark it up even more so they can make money on what they purchase. So there's a lot that goes into it, but still, I'm not paying that for 80% synthetic fiber. I'm not doing it. I talk about it. It's coming on Thursday. It'll be uploaded on Thursday. I will sit here and I will go on, and I'm live, so I can't take anything back that I say, and I can't think about what I'm going to say, and I get pretty excited about it. I had to woo-saw myself down for the video, for me to film the video, because I was just like, what you thinking? Raquel said they couldn't rope me and I was godsmacked at first, but the more I looked and thought about it, I was like, nah, it ain't worth it. Raquel is actually the reason that I stopped. One of the few times that I logged into Facebook while I was gone this weekend, I saw her post and I looked at it and I went, what is up with that price? Hello, Denise. It's okay that you're late. Hello, Alita. Alita said the yarn wasn't, oh, it popped down. I'm sorry. I have to go back up. I have to scroll because my chat fell down. Let me see. Alita said that the yarn wasn't very much of each color. No, it's not. There's only 127 yards in the entire thing. Like this, because I have it here. I'm so glad that you guys can only see the stuff that's behind me. This is how much is actually there. These little tiny, because I took it apart for viewing. These are the little tiny. This is it. Just that. It's 127 yards. That's all you get. Heather said, I'm allergic to wool, but I still use it till my hands and arms well up so much that I have to stop. Bless your heart. Whoever gets those items that you make, they better be loving you. Kim Nelson said, I'm thinking they were thinking that it's more gimmicky, as I like two things, the colors and the funky way it's packaged. It's definitely gimmicky. Charlene said, I know a little off topic, but does acrylic get softer after you wash it, or should I add some fabric softener? Are you talking about Red Heart specifically? Because yes, it absolutely does soften up after you wash it, and I always put fabric softener in mine because I put fabric softener in everything because I'm addicted to the smell of it. So yes, it does soften up as you wash it. It just is not pleasant to actually work up, but it does soften up afterwards. Marilyn said, I just got my first order of paint box, and I think it is luxury acrylic worth the extra few cents. You ain't lying, sister. You are not lying. Look, I got some of that sitting right here too. Squish, squish, squish. I love me some paint box. There's a link below. No, not in this one. In my normal videos, I have a link for paint box yarn on every single video that I have because I love it. It's my favorite acrylic to work with. Jackie said, it looks like I need to try that paint box yarn. It's the second time you have recommended it and the 2 times I have watched. I'm telling you, like, I am an affiliate, so the links that are in the description box of my normal videos, it's an affiliate link. But, you know, that helps me out. I get a commission from you purchasing yarn from Love Crochet after clicking on that link, but I'm okay with you just going by yourself. If you don't want me to get the commission, I am perfectly okay with that. That's how much I love paint box yarn. I love it. Love it. Let me see. I'm looking. Raquel said, I'm quickly becoming a die-hard paint box fanatic. Thanks, Stephanie. You're welcome. You're welcome. Heather said, did you finish what you were making last week with the squares? No, I did not. It is still sitting in the exact same place where it was. I only work on that when I am here with you guys during live chat, and the reason that I am doing that project is because I won't be violating anybody's copyright working on that while I am working here with you guys, because it's just granny squares that I'm putting together. So that's my live chat project that just stays here. Alita said, how do you see paint box yarns? Alita, I will send you a link in Facebook. I will tag you in the group, and I will give you a link to paint box yarns to make it easy for you to find after the live chat and after I eat my dinner. I'll do that for you. Leanne said, early reviews are not great. We probably won't see it here in Oz, but people do go crazy for anything new, and I understand that. You're very true. I don't know. I'm thinking that eventually it will make it there, but it may not, because I really do believe that after the initial push of this yarn and everybody wanting to have it, I think that it's going to die down, and nobody in their right mind is going to spin that. Scrolling up. Pip and Poppy Cock says, I'll keep to making mood boards with my favorite yarns, Panton Poo. You know, in my video that I filmed today that's going on Thursday, my yarn review for that, I totally am sending everybody to your website, because I'm like, this right here ain't nothing new, folks. I didn't say it like that. I wanted to, again, that I had to woo-saw myself down, but look, this is nothing but a stinking mood board, and Emma over at Pip and Poppycock has hundreds of them. Granted, they're linked to like Stylecraft yarns. She has some for paint box, but she's got hundreds of these things over there. I mean, if you need inspiration, go to Pip and Poppycock's website and look at her mood boards, because she makes beautiful ones. And don't pay somebody this astronomical amount to curate your yarn for you. I say nay. Let me see. Kim said, paying all that money and then you have to wind your yarn yourself before you can even use it. Well, you know, I don't have a problem with the winding thing, to be honest, because I'd have to wind this, you know, my yarn that I got from Chantel at Fiberific. I gotta wind that. You know, I don't have a problem with that. It's just that mine is the amount of product that you get for what it is and the price. That I'm just not okay with that. Denise said, I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that they like the Pantone. Are you talking about Pantone, the color system, or are you talking about the Karen yarn Pantone? Just, I have to check. Jackie said, I'm seeing pretty colors with it, but I just don't have the funds for it. Wait for sales to come up. If you are not in the It's Crochet O'Clock Facebook group, or you're one of those people that's not on Facebook, make sure you go to itscrochetoclock.com and make sure that you subscribe to my blog there, because whenever there's a sale at Love Crochet, I let everybody know about it, especially when it's paint box, because that's what I do. I don't have a lot of extra money, so I save that extra money until there is a sale going on. And normally there's like a 20-25% sale going on, and that drops the price of it dramatically, and then I just buy in bulk. So I always have it. Oh, Kim, time check. Thank you. Thank you. Jeez. Let me try and scroll through these things just to make sure. I'm looking at the chat just to make sure that nobody's asked me a question before I do this drawing. Fiberific says that she uses a 1/4 cup of vinegar instead of fabric softener. So good, and fluffy towels are the best. So that's something else to try. I would trust anything that Chantel says about fibers, because she deals with fibers all day long. So I would trust anything that she says. Freaky, I'm ignoring you. Hello, Nancy. Welcome. Dum dum dum. People reminding me of the time. Okay, I'm scrolling down. I'm scrolling down. Okay. So here's what we are going to do. I have the list up, and what I am going to want you to do is choose a number, and when I say go, you'll put it into the chat, and I am not looking at the screen. I'm looking at the list of entries. I want you to choose a number, and the first number that I see pop up from between 2 and 134 is going to be the winner. Oh, the first number that I see is Leanne's, and she said number 4. So I am going to go look, and you know what? I'm excited because that means that it was the 4th person that actually went in there. Nope, Leanne, 4 was the number that I saw. 4 is the number that I'm going with. Freaky Geek, did you even participate? Did you put anything in there? Okay, so let me scroll back up. Let's see. Number 4 is Eva Wilson from Colorado. I don't know if Eva is in the chat. There are a lot of people that hang out in the chat, but they don't actually talk. So Eva Wilson, if you are in chat, congratulations. If you're not, you're going to be getting an email from me, so make sure that you check your email. Eva Wilson is the person that won the yarn for this month. And make sure that you subscribe, pay attention to the blog and all of that, because I do a giveaway every month, and don't forget that Chantel has super prizes coming up tomorrow over on the Fiberific channel. I haven't seen Eva posting in the chat this evening, but like I said, that does not mean that she is not here, because a lot of people, you know, yes, I did check to make sure she was a subscriber. Of course I did. I went through everybody. I deleted 60 entries of people who were not subscribers. Oh, I checked them before I came in this evening to chat. No worries about that. I spent like 3 hours of my day checking subscribers. Kim wants another try at winning. I'm sure that Kim really isn't all that excited about this kind of yarn because, I mean, literally, like, she's good buddies with Chantel. So Chantel's right down the road from her. She can go and get fabulous yarn whenever she wants it. Fiberific said, you know, if people's options are tight security, they won't appear in your subscriber list. I do know that. Yes, I know that. But I also went through and I cross-checked and I searched through all of my video comments and all of that stuff. So if their security settings were on lockdown and they ever participated in a live chat, I would have seen it. If they ever commented on a video, I would have seen it. And if they didn't participate in any way, shape, or form, then I wouldn't have seen it, and in that case, they got removed. Kim said, speaking of fabulous, did you see the spoilers for the August Mystery Lace Club? I saw your picture of where you opened up the box and I could just see the tissue paper and the Fiberific Ninja over the top of it. So yes, if that's what you're talking about, yes, I saw it and I can't wait for Chantel to give the notice that everybody's got in their boxes because I really want to see what's inside the Mystery Lace Club this month. Tina said, Daigo, don't feel bad. Everybody was congratulating Eva before I even heard Stephanie say pick a number. You may have your settings on a slower motion. You can click the little gear and change your settings to where it's live and it's not slowed down, because Daigo was having that problem for quite some time. She would be way behind all of us in the live chat, and that is what was happening to her. So you might want to check that setting. Kelly lacks the equipment to participate, and I'm not gonna... How are y'all getting there? Leslie said, picking the winning number is just for fun anyhow. Well, you know, it's fun to watch everybody and see where their brains immediately go. Fiberific said, there is a spoiler thread on Ravelry. See, I don't ever go onto Ravelry. We were just talking about this last week in Fiberific's live chat. I don't ever go to Ravelry. I feel like their forums and their threads, they're really hard for me to navigate, and I think that that's what keeps me away from it. Kim Nelson said, we can trust you to be so thorough and have integrity, and I appreciate that. Of course. There's all kinds of people, you know, they, not subscribers, don't participate, I mean, no, I'm not going to just let Joe Schmo off the street come and win yarn and take an opportunity away from the other people that are actually supporters of the channel and of the brand. No, not going to do that. Raquel said, I always forget I have a Ravelry account. How do you do that? I mean, I live on Ravelry for patterns and things like that. I just don't ever mess around in the forums. Tina says that it's on normal. Okay, well then I don't know why it's coming through so slow for you. That's kind of odd. You may have your chat slowed down. Maybe. I'm not certain. That's odd. Raquel said, me too, Stephanie. That's a strange universe, that Ravelry place. I think it's a very, very fabulous place to be, because, I mean, all the patterns and everything that you can get there, I really do love it. I just wish that they would update their forum system. Kim said, I dislike their forum editing posting format, especially with the uploading of photos, but it does have a cool thing where I can set things up as a spoiler so that the person actually has to click the spoiler blocks to expand and see it. Oh, right, they do have that. That's nice. Hello, Kim Matthews. Welcome. Oh, and Pippin Poppycock has a new pattern. I'm sorry, Emma, I forgot about it. Pippin Poppycock made the most beautiful... It's like a cardigan. It's a sweater. I call it a sweater, but I'm sure that it's beautiful. So make sure that you're paying attention. If you're on Pippin Poppycock's email list, that you're paying attention because it's going to come out on Friday, and it's just beautiful, and it looks so cozy and so squishy. I'm so excited for it. Freaky says, Raquel, they have a video or two on how to use Ravelry. I've had a couple people ask me to make a video on how to use Ravelry, and I've considered it, but you know what the problem is? I don't chat on Ravelry. I have people that add me as friends on Ravelry, and I'm like, why? Because it's not like, you know, we're going to have conversations back and forth through a messenger system or something like that. It's not like you get notices whenever your friends upload things or, you know, in anything like that. I use Ravelry literally to look for patterns and to look at yarn, which is actually the biggest thing that I use it for. I go in and I research yarn because you can upload pictures to Ravelry for your stash purposes, and you can take a picture of the sleeve of the yarn. And so I go there a lot because I can't, there's so many different brands, and for my database, if I see a new yarn coming out, I will go to Ravelry as the first place to go to get a real image of the sleeve on the yarn. So I know what's in it, I know where it's made, I know what company it's made by, and because I'm a freak like that, and I need to have that information in my life for all the yarns, period. But other than that, like, I could do a video and show everybody how to do that. But other than that, I know that there's a whole bunch of other features on Ravelry, but I'm not, that's all that I use it for. Emma said, coastal flat cozy cardigan. You're welcome, Emma, and I was right. It is a cardigan. Just wanted to make sure that I got the right word. Good night, Joanne. Leanne said I'm going to assume that that's an autocorrect. There are so many ways to use Ravelry. One lady I know keeps a photograph list of her stash. Oh my goodness, I asked if she had a will for it. Just so much hand-dyed skeins, literally hundreds. Yeah, it's a good way to keep up with your stash, to see what you have so you don't buy doubles. And if you have an app for it, Ravelry itself doesn't have a proper app, but I have one on my phone. I can't look to see what it is right now, but I can look at my stash while I'm on the go. So if I happen to have a desire, remember I'm bougie when it comes to my yarn, so typically I don't use big box store yarns, but if I have a question of if it's in my stash, I can look and I can scroll through my stash that I have, but you got to keep it updated. You got to update itself. The day that they start making the little thingies where you can scan it and it automatically enters into your stash for you, I will be better updated with it. Goodbye, Debbie. Thank you for hanging out with us. Ida said, have you ever seen yarnsub.com? No. What is yarnsub.com? I have never seen that. Is that one of those spam sites? Oh, Yarnsub, where you go, okay, now I know what you're talking about, where you can put in a type of yarn and it will give you a list of the of comparable yarns to it. Yes. Yes, I have. So sorry. I had a moment. Kelly said, I'm guilty of that with Paintbox color packs, several repeats. You know what, honey? It's Paintbox. You can never have too much. Honest to goodness, you can't. You can never have too much Paintbox yarn. It's okay. You will use it eventually. Kim said, Stash has to go has a barcode scanner for adding things to your stash, but I'm not sure how populated the database is. I didn't know that they had a barcode scanner. I need that. Lord, I need that. And I wonder if it collects the colors and everything too. You see, Deborah said the battery on my phone is bright red. I've enjoyed your live chat, but it's time to dig out and plug in the phone charger. Bye, everyone. Good night, Deb. Thank you for hanging out with us as long as you could. I'm surprised that Emma at Pip and Poppycock hasn't said anything about her battery going low. She must have remembered to charge it today. She always remembers to charge her her earphones, her little earbud things, because they're wireless. She always remembers to charge those, but she never remembers to charge her iPad. Freaky said, oh, I read Yarn Snob. I read Yarn Snob too at first. but I had to correct myself. Kelly said, keyword there eventually. I'm really slow and limited crochet time. At least I won't run out. Hey, I wish that, like, I think the yarn that I have the most of in my stash right now is Stylecraft yarn, but that's because I've been using so much paint box. But I would be happy if, you know, probably 80% of the yarn in my stash just poof overnight turned into paint box. I would be so happy about it. Pip and Poppy, Emma's at 25%. Well, we only have, what, like 23 minutes left of chat, so I think you're going to make it this week and not be right down to the wire like you usually are. Daigo is back. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me see, what else? Was there something else that I wanted to talk about today? Oh, because I am always about helping you guys save money, those of you who are in the States and unfortunately, like me, have to shop at Walmart, if you guys don't use their app and scan in all of your receipts and submit them to the savings catcher, you are not doing life right. I always scan in my receipts. Like, as soon as I get back into the car from loading my groceries into the back, the first thing I do is scan my receipt so I don't forget about it and so I don't lose it. And just today, I opened it up and I went, I wonder how much money I've accumulated. Like, in the past 9 months of scanning my receipts, I have $80 sitting there just from scanning my Walmart receipts. So if you have a smartphone and if you shop at Walmart, you should definitely download the Walmart app and scan your receipts. They have a little, let me see, let me make sure that, just cover up this stuff right there. They have a little, one of the little scanner codes down at the bottom. And if it's not working for you to take a picture of it, you can also type in the number of the barcode at the bottom of the receipt, and it keeps a receipt for you, a digital receipt for you. So if you need to return something, it's already there. If you need to buy something again, you can do so through the app. But they have this program where Walmart doesn't price match coupons or anything like that, and you don't get coupons for Walmart, but they price match for different grocery stores in your, or different stores in your area, like the dollar stores, Family Dollar, things like that. It price matches to all of that. So if you buy a laundry detergent or a fabric softener and the Family Dollar or the Dollar General down the road has it for 20 cents cheaper, they give you that 20 cents. Now you can only go and spend it in Walmart, but you're going to go back there anyways. I was just blown away when I saw how much money. So I thought that I would pass that on to you guys. Let me see, going up here. Denise is going to restart her app. Kim said, turn down the brightness to reserve the battery. Pip and Poppycock says, don't forget the pegs, a must-have for color planning. I don't have any out here with me right now because I have put them away because I have people staying at the house. But yes, color pegs. You can go to itscrochetoclock.com and up at the top, on the top bar, there's pegs there. You need pegs in your life, seriously. They make color planning so much easier. Kim Nelson said, Granny Square Day was good to see all the different Granny Squares on the 15th. Granny Square Day was a huge success, wasn't it? Oh, it made me so happy looking through all of those Granny Squares on Instagram. It was so awesome. Nancy said, what? I didn't know about the Walmart thing. That's why I was telling you guys, because a lot of people don't know about it. It's awesome. Whenever you scan the code, you'll get a little pop-up that says, do you want to submit this to the savings catcher? Just hit yes, and it automatically goes to the saving catcher for you. Kelly said a lot of Walmarts are doing massive clearance sales right now too. Mandala, the older colors for $1 each. It's very random though. That's very true. I went to my Walmart after the sale started and there were no sales. But the reason that there's no sales for me is I'm in such a rural area that we have no other options. Like we have one grocery store in my town and it's Walmart. So there's no other place to get yarn within 45 minutes of me. So they hardly ever put anything down on clearance for me. But I have seen a lot of people saying that that they've gotten a lot of yarn there severely discounted. Let me see. Sandra said, oh, I've been meaning to do that. My son has the app. You need to do that because you're losing money that you could be using. Andrea said they're talking about bringing Walmart to Australia. She can't wait. Woo! I wonder if they brought Walmart to Australia, if you guys would get access to all of the American stuff. I wish that we had somebody from, is it Walmart in Japan? Do they have a Walmart in Japan? I wonder if the Walmarts that are overseas, like in South America, I wonder if you can go to a Walmart in South America and get like Count Chocula cereal. I wonder if that's how it works, or if it's only the same Australian stuff, only at a better price for you because Walmart can buy 50 billion of something at once, so they get a bigger discount. I don't know. Daigo said, my best friend is saving her Walmart cash savings to get a sewing machine, so I give her my receipts. You know, that's how I learned about it. I had a friend that was saving up for an air fryer, and she told me about it, and I went, what? And now, like, even the kid, we're coming out of Walmart, and there's a receipt that goes, you know, like, because people aren't paying attention and the wind is blowing a receipt, he will take off and run to go get that receipt because he knows. We scan receipts. Raquel said, downloading the app as soon as we are done here. Yeah. Yeah. You definitely should. Sally, I don't know what a big W is there. Let me see. Tina said, my neighbor does that. I don't have a smartphone, but I do use Ebates for cash back when I order online. I am still I'm sitting at about $60. Another thing, I went to go order pizza last night, and I watch another YouTuber called Shane Dawson, which I'm sure a lot of you would not enjoy his content, but I do. And his partner also has a YouTube channel, and I was watching a video for him, and it was sponsored by a Chrome plugin called Honey, and it's a free plugin that you just install into Google Chrome, and it just saves you money. And he explained it all, but I really didn't get it. But I was like, okay, I'm going to go get this because I'm all about saving money. Y'all, last night I was on Domino's.com ordering pizza for the house because after everything we've been through, I did not want to cook, and neither did Catherine. So I'm ordering pizza, and I go to the cart to go to check out, and I had already had a coupon in there from my local coupons. It had already applied, but then I got this pop-up window from Honey because I had installed the app, and I mean, I didn't do anything. I literally just said, go to my cart, and Honey came up and it said, we're looking for coupons for you, and then boom, I got another $1.50 off my pizza order, and I didn't do anything but hit the cart button. So that's another one. Honey, if you use Google Chrome, it's an extension for Google Chrome. I was flabbergasted, but that's also the first time that I've ordered something since I've watched the video and I installed it. So that was the first time that it happened to me, but it was pretty cool. I didn't even have to do anything but just have it installed. Leanne said only 2 more ends to weave in. Darn, I like weaving in my ends. You know what? I can send all of this to you. So we gonna have to weave in a lot of ends. Andrea said Walmart is a lot bigger and better. It's awesome. So there you go. That's the answer to your question. It's apparently it's bigger and better than a Big W. Kelly said I have to drive 150 miles to get to a Walmart. Holy cow! That's some serious stuff. Mercy. Heather said in England we don't get any decent coupons or things like you have at Walmart. That's a bummer. Let me see. Scrolling. Good night, Stephanie. I don't get the sales at Walmart either. Marilyn said, I live at Michael's, AC Moore, and Joann, and still no discount at Walmart. Well, maybe that savings catcher will help you if you happen to buy something at Walmart and it happened to be cheaper. I think that, you know, like Red Heart at Michael's or AC Moore and Joann is more expensive than it is at Walmart. So if you buy your Red Heart yarn at Walmart, then it's not going to catch on the savings catcher because it'll always be cheaper at Walmart. Fiberific said we get a lot of the American stuff at Costco, so maybe. I'm really hoping if they bring Walmart there for you, I'm really, because it is hurting my heart that you guys don't naturally have like Milk Duds there, and that you don't naturally have Reese's Pieces there, and or Lucky Charms or Captain Crunch. Like it never dawned on me that, I mean, y'all just don't realize. You poor things. You poor things. Kim Nelson said, do you make clothes often, Steph? No, I do not. I hate doing it. I don't like making clothes because they, unless it's like shawls, I do make a lot of shawls. I make a lot of ponchos because those have a whole lot of give in them. I am making this halter top for Darian, but I'm so phobic about it. Like I'm so worried. I have her measurements and everything, but I am still so worried that the fiber's going to move, you know, the first time she wears it and then she goes to go wash it. I'm so worried that that it's going to stretch out and it's not going to bounce back, and ugh. The pressure of making clothes. I'm going to try Emma's cardigan pattern. I'm going to make that up just because I love it, and I love the pattern that's on it, and it looks like it would be very comfortable to wear, but I am probably not going to size it right for myself, so I will probably end up having to give it to somebody that it actually fits, because that's my luck. That's my luck. So no, I don't often make clothes. Raquel said, okay, hubby keeps calling. Guess he lost his mind and forgot it was live chat time. I better call him back. Have a good night, week, everyone. Good night, Raquel. Thank you for hanging out. Cindy said, and you can use the app to order your groceries and pick them up. So yes, if you're in the US, the Walmarts now have curbside pickup, so you can order whatever you want that's in the store. They will package it up for you. You can pay for it, and they will bring it out to your car for you, so you don't have to fight the crowds and deal with all of the lines at checkout and all of that stuff, and you can do that straight from the app. That's a very good point, Cindy. Let me see. My chat. Kim said, I know I wasn't able to stay long, but I got to get to bed. Night all. Thanks about the Walmart app. I will try and see if I can get a little extra cash. Good night, Kim. Let's see. Pippin Poppycock says, Walmart is in the UK. George Brand at ASDA. Emma, you know how crazy I get about the geography and stuff like that. I have no idea where it's at. But Walmart's in the UK. Fiberific says 44 miles to my local Costco. We do have Tim Tams though. God, you do have Tim Tams. You have the real Tim Tams. And Captain Crunch, Kirby, you are correct. Captain Crunch is life. And you know, just last night, I'm telling you, I'm back off keto again because it's just been so crazy, and I probably could have eaten salads the whole time, you know, we were at the hospital and all of that, but I didn't. And you know, there's people here, and it's not a normal way of eating. So anywho, last night I ate a chocolate chip chocolate Rice Krispie treat, and I bit into it and I was like, oh, this is wonderful. And Catherine's like, wow, Steph, are you enjoying that? And I was like, dude, this just took me right back to childhood, and I'm eating a bowl of Count Chocula. And I actually thought about you Australians, because you poor things, you have no idea what that tastes like. It's so yummy. Oh, and Kelly, none of those are keto friendly. Shame on you. Yeah. It'll be until at least Saturday until all of this, you know, is done and over with. And there's a whole lot of people that's cooking food and bringing food over to us. And it's just, we're just going to have to wait and get past the funeral. Cause I'm not going to turn people away, but I'm also not going to waste the good food that they have given us. Lego Bob says you don't have Vegemite. Blech. Tina Harris says, it sounds like what Ebates did for my order at JCPenney's. I ordered a new mattress set, and because they are on an Ebates discount, I clicked on look for coupons button, saved me an additional $164. Way, you go, girl. Sandra said, as you were talking about that, all I could think about was Sugar Smacks. Oh, I love cereal, you guys. Listen, Leanne, you can keep all of the Vegemite. You can keep every single bit of Vegemite. I could smell Vegemite being opened up on the other side of the house. But no, I am not a fan of Vegemite. Let me see. Let me see. Coming up. Andrea said, I'm hanging out for Lucky Charms. I became addicted to them in Hawaii. Oh, that's good stuff. Fiberific is crocheting a gorgeous sweater by Addie Day Designs. You know, I need to go and look. I keep trying to remind myself to go look at her patterns. I need to go and look at it. Sally said they also brought out a limited edition Vegemite chocolate. Ooh. Does it still smell the same? Because Sally finished her second Blur's Line sweater last night. Linda is going. Good night, Linda. Freaky Geek is heading out as well. Good night. So is Charlene. Good night. Leslie said my local Aldi is carrying Brit cookies now, jammy, Dodgers, etc. I wonder if it's kind of like the Tim Tam situation, because, you know, when I got the call that Tim Tams was at Walmart, I went running, and it looks the same. The packaging looks the same. They do look the same whenever you open them up, but they taste nothing like a real Tim Tam. Nothing. I am a Tim Tam connoisseur. They taste nothing like a real Tim Tam. So I'm wondering if it's the same with those Brit cookies. Emma, do you have an Aldi nearby? Can you go test them for us? Oh. Leanne says you got to be raised on Vegemite. I can't imagine life without it. Oh, I can't. Can't. Kelly said, what is a Tim Tam? A Tim Tam is a cookie, but it's not just any cookie. It's like this porous cookie that just will soak up all the coffee or all the tea that you want, but it has layers of creamy chocolate in the center, and they do have different flavors of one. Mine is the caramel ones, so it has layers of caramels. It's cookie and caramel and cookie and caramel, and then it's all dipped in chocolate and rolled in one. So they're thick. They're about that thick, and they're about, you know, that long, and I think you get 14, either 12 or 14 in a package. They're so good. I love them. I love to just stick it into my coffee and just let it rest there in my coffee and suck up the coffee and then eat it. Oh, I love it. Let me see. Daigo, you're my cereal sister. Love my Fruity Pebbles too. Fruity Pebbles is good stuff. Leslie said, I never tasted the real deal on the cookies, but these were dry Jaffa cakes. I don't know. I've never had them. So just so you know, like everybody knows that I love Tim Tams so much. We talked about it in the Fiberific chat, but it was last week or the week before or something. Chantel from Fiberific sent me a message with a picture of her. She was at the coffee house and she was having her coffee and there was a Tim Tam in her coffee, you know, with all of her whip or her tea or whatever it was that she had with, you know, her whipped cream and the sprinkles and all of that stuff. But there was a Tim Tam in it and I was like, ugh, that's so horrible. And then not 20 minutes later, Leanne sent me a picture of her holding a thing that she was grocery shopping and she was holding up a package of Tim Tams for me. And I was like, God, I'm so glad that my friends know me, but God. Kirby said, no Captain Crunch or Count Chocula or Flintstone. The equator can keep Australia. Yeah. Oh, man. But they have Tim Tams. I'm telling you, they have Tim Tams, so that they're up on that. Kim Nelson said, I was able to try the new funky coat named after the librarian on my granddaughter as they flew down to come to Eka. Did I say that right? The coat fits with no room to grow for next winter. Oh, with room to grow for next winter. Well, that's great. Well done, you. Holy cow. Hello, Desiree. You are very late, my love. Very late. It's almost time for us to start. Or not for us to start. It's almost time for us to finish. So you'll probably have to wait for the replay to come up. Jackie said, oh my God, it sounds delicious. I just gained a pound with the description. You know what? I get them so infrequently. Chantel sent me a package of Tim Tams. I gave one to Catherine. That was it. And then I hid the package and I ate one a day until they were gone. It took a lot of willpower, but I hadn't had Tim Tams for over a decade until she sent them to me because that was the last time I was actually in Australia. So I hadn't had Tim Tams for a really long time. And previously, before that, I had somebody else in Australia that would send me Tim Tams all the time. But Lord, I had to savor them. Oh. Let's see. Cindy said, the next time I go to Cincinnati, I'll check Jungle Gyms for Tim Tams. They carry food from about 15 different countries. They are huge. Huh. Check them out. They may be real. They may not be because you can buy Tim Tams at Walmart here in the United States, but they're not the same. I'm telling you. Kim said, so instead of getting unsolicited private part photos from guys, you get Tim Tam photos. Yes, that's true. My friends send me pictures of Tim Tams because they like to giggle at my torture. Leanne said we were kindred spirits that day, Chantel. Tim Tam sisters. Yes, you were. I was like, oh man, what are they doing to me? Kirby said someone send her some Tim Tams. No, don't send me the Tim Tams. I mean, yes, send me the, I mean, no, don't send me. No, yes, yes, no. Oh. I love Tim Tams. I really do. I love Tim Tams. Okie dokie. So it's 8 o'clock my time. It is, it's definitely time to go. I want to tell you guys that have been supporting me in the It's Crochet O'Clock Facebook group over the weekend during our loss. I appreciate you guys greatly. I love all of you guys so much for being patient with me and being so super supportive. And thank you for hanging out here with me tonight because I really needed just time to just sit here and be. So thank you for being here with me and hanging out with me tonight. Don't forget that tomorrow night Chantel is going live. Tomorrow night, I mean for us in the US. Chantel's going live. It's in the description box below. On Sunday, Pip and Poppycock is going live at 3 p.m. Eastern, and then Bob Wilson goes live at 6 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday. So I will see you guys next week. Bye, y'all.